let's talk about regret. Just wanted to put my phone down, but it doesn't seem like I have like the ideal spot, the perfect spot to just like put my phone. So I guess like I'll just walk instead. But regret, so we can raise our energy if we let go of regret, right? And we can take that into a new life anyway, into a better life. So we have to clear out regret. And then with regret, it's again the idea of like something should have been done differently from how it was done, or something was not done that should have been done, or something should have been done that wasn't being done. So good way of clearing that out is to just write I should have ... and then whatever comes up is basically something that we might still hold on to. We haven't found some kind of acceptance to. So if you write out I should have, or you should have, or if you write it, you probably should do it by I should have. It would be better that way, or yeah, easier that something comes out. And also the other thing, so I shouldn't have ... So whatever comes up is something that we then can look at and either take a lesson from it. So if there's a lesson from it, we can take that, but also to have an understanding that could we even have done anything different if we wouldn't have the information or the knowledge that we have today? So could you have done something different? Without knowing what you know today, could have you acted differently? Let's say you would have done something different. Would that actually have led really to something more positive? It's possible. But if you look at like some things, like maybe it would haven't been positive, or like would have wouldn't have like changed something that much in anyway, you know. So if we have some thought or idea of like, hey, if I would have just done that, then like, or like, let's say like you think your life would have been better like not having done something or having done something. Is there evidence that like your life really would have been better? Or would have you still like have like had issues or like other things happening? So there's no 100% proof or evidence that like it couldn't have been gotten worse if you maybe would have done what you think you should have done, or how your life path would have been if you have taken that road, right? So there were still maybe some issues that would still have been like something else have been waiting that was maybe like even worse. But we can't, so if we can't prove or have absolute proof to like how things could have been, if you would have chosen things differently, how the life would have been differently, whether or not it actually would have been better, then there's also no reason or point to really hold on to that, especially if we knew, or if you know that you only acted based on the knowledge you had back at that time, right? That's the thing about mistakes. You like, obviously once you have the experience and you learn something, it's easy to say like, oh, you know what, I shouldn't have. Yeah, but then you also wouldn't have learned the lesson. You wouldn't have grown. You wouldn't have learned more. That makes it easier for you to navigate life afterwards. So yeah, if you acted based on the knowledge you had back then, there's also no point really in wallow in regret anymore, right? Especially like if it's something that would track you down, because like you cannot take that to you cannot like track like this negativity around. Like you obviously have to like shift it into something positive. So we have to see the value in the lesson that we got from that experience, and not thinking life should have been different or this should have been different. Says who? Why? Why should it have been really different? Like that's a good question to ask. If you say like you should have done this, and then ask yourself why. Right? Because we have some idea attached to like how things would have been if you would have done something different. But it's still just an idea or thought, and there's no evidence or true proof that like that ultimately like life wouldn't have brought another lesson, a different lesson or whatever, right? So just some thoughts to regret, and yeah, I see you in the next video.